Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Matt, and this is another edition of Beers and Beards with Matt. And you can see from the opening, even Michael Myers likes my channel and likes my beer reviews. He even gets up after he gets stabbed in the eye and the chest with a butcher knife by Jamie Lee Curtis to watch my stuff. That's neither here nor there. I'm here to do a review, not talk about Michael Myers. Now, this is the fourth beer in the Pumpkin Beer series. Now today I'm going to be doing a beer from a brewery that a lot of people know, and it's probably one of the more highly rated breweries out on the web and even on YouTube. Everybody seems to like this brewery for the most part, and this is the Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale, not pumpkin. This is the Pumpkin Ale. Now, as the label tells you, it is a full-bodied brown ale brewed with real pumpkin, brown sugar, allspice, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Now, this is a brown ale, so it's a little bit different than the other beers that I've been doing. Most of them have just been regular ales. So, of course, when you think of brown ale, probably the most significant brown ale that people know or are familiar with is probably Newcastle. Now, I have had this beer before. I've never reviewed it on my channel, so this is going to be the first review of this beer. So, without further ado, and I'm drinking this out of my Dogfish Head glass. Had really nice smoke coming off of it when I first popped the top. So, and yes, this is a darker beer than the other ones I've had. Actually has, out of all the beers so far, this actually has the nicest head on it out of every. It's probably about 2 fingers. Now, this beer actually has a very initial smells like kind of vanilla-y, as a matter of fact. Vanilla, but it does have that beer smell to it also, which can be kind of off-putting initially. Very nice coppery, reddish brown type of look to it. Had some nice carbonation in the beginning. The head sticks around for a pretty decent amount of time too. Now this beer is 7% ABV. This is probably the second highest ABV pumpkin beer that I've had so far. This other tier, Pumpkin, being the top, with clocking at 9%, I believe. So it's gonna have a little kick to it. And without further ado, let's drink. Ooh. The initial taste isn't anything. It's not exactly pleasant, but on the back end, very, very nice. The nutmeg notes are coming out very significantly. Nice cinnamon aftertaste as well. I'm also familiar with allspice in terms of a brewing technique or something to be used in brewing, but I know a lot of people use it in cooking and everything. I know my girlfriend uses it a lot in her cooking. She uses allspice a lot, and all this is a combination of a bunch of different spices put into something. So it's kind of it's a potpourri of spices, if you will. Now, like most Dogfish Head beers, this is quite hoppy. Not as hoppy as the Smutty Nose Pumpkin Ale that I just had. It does have a good amount of hops, so the alcohol 7%. It's not kicking too much ass, because when you think of something about 7%, you will taste that alcohol sometimes. This here, you do get the slight kind of alcohol bite to it, but it's not so prevalent, and it's not like really having a effect or anything like that. I mean, I like Dogfish Head. It's a great brewery. I think before I messed up, and I've said this from a different state. Dogfish Head is from Delaware. I think I've said Vermont or something like that. I know I get my breweries mixed up, especially all the breweries up north on the east coast, on the northeast coast. Now, the thing about this beer, though, is that it's not pumpkin-y. Pumpkin is the name of it. However, it says it's brewed with real pumpkin. Maybe that's why you're not getting the true pumpkin taste out of it. I'm not sure, because pumpkin as a whole, when you think of pumpkin, you think of pumpkin pie, you think of stuff like that. Pumpkin is usually overshadowed by the ingredients that are in it. That's why with a pumpkin pie, you smell cinnamon or nutmeg or vanilla. That's what makes the pie for you, not necessarily the pumpkin of it. It's more the color, actually. So this is actually getting more overshadowed by the spices than the pumpkin. The thing about this beer is that the initial taste isn't anything great, but on the back end is when you really start to get those flavors and they really meld together perfectly. And it is kind of sweet with the alcohol volume. And brown ales, they like I said, when you think of brown ales, you think of Newcastle. Newcastle has kind of a molassesy taste to it, to me. Kind of a, I don't want to say licoricey, but it's got that specific taste. Like, you know you're drinking a Newcastle. But I do like this. I mean, nutmeg and vanilla are the most prevalent smells. And I would say cinnamon and nutmeg are the most prevalent taste in the back end. Not necessarily pumpkin, of course. And we'll finish this bad boy right after I make some room. Here we go, folks. Fine lacing inside. So this is a hoppy beer, like most Dogfish Head ales are. Whoa. And I'm doing this review outside. You can see by the light outside. It's a beautiful day in Florida. When I say beautiful, I mean not beautiful. It's been raining for probably about the past 3 hours or so. You'll probably get maybe a look out there, a little bit of the fine Florida weather we have out here. My patio is just soaking wet right now with all the rain. It was raining really bad earlier, so fine Florida weather. Just come down and visit everybody. When it's not hot, it's raining. So, and it's middle of September. Some of you guys are probably enjoying your nice fall weather in Florida and everything. So, well, that's about it. This was the Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale. I liked it. Like I said, I'm reserving my overall review for later when I do my 7 comparison, which is my ranking of 7. Alright, so once again, this was the edition 4 of the Pumpkin Fest beer review, I guess you could call it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give me feedback on it. Tell me what you think. Give me any suggestions, if you will, in terms of pumpkin ales that I may not have tried yet. I have 3 more lined up. I might do a bonus one just for shits and giggles, so we'll get to that when it comes. Other than that, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe, all that good stuff. Don't forget to comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see all you guys later. So, take it easy.